You and I, during this time of quarantine, have had to become many things that we probably never would have thought we would have been. We've had to deal with things that maybe in our worst fears we thought of, but really didn't think would happen to us. This time of quarantine has been different for many of us. For maybe some of us, it's been a time of maybe increased anxiety and depression. For some of us, it's been increased fear of getting sick, of becoming ill with this virus. Maybe we're worried for our family members, for our friends who are among the most vulnerable. We've had to become teachers. We've had to become instant coworkers with our spouses, with our family, and people we share our homes with. We've had to become servants. We've had to serve our neighbors, our family, our friends in different ways than what we thought. Maybe you're doing a lot of grocery shopping for those who can't do it for themselves. Or maybe, like so many of us, you're choosing to stay home and to not spread this illness because you know someone who's vulnerable and want to be part of the solution to this virus and to the time of quarantine that we find ourselves in. And for me, it's natural to find myself drawing close to encouragement through songs and through words right now. Maybe for you, it's something else. But for me, it's been such an encouragement to listen to different examples of songs that were written and expressed in times of hardship, in times of suffering, of pain, of loss, and to also read things in the Bible and also biographies of people who have gone through immense struggle in their life. And so I wanted to share with you a story about a man named Horatio Spafford. He wrote the song "It Is Well," this old hymn that you and I maybe have grown up singing, or maybe you've heard it at a church sometime, whatever it is. I wanted to share with you just a quick story of how the song came to be, and then to teach you and sing this song really quick together. So like I said, "It Is Well" was written during a intense time of loss and suffering by this man named Horatio Spafford. In 1873, he started to write this song because he had lost many of his family members, his daughters actually, while they were on a boat traveling across the ocean. They were traveling to Europe, and he lost them in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it hit another ship. And just before that, he'd actually lost his son in the Great Chicago Fire of 1871, which not only caused him to lose his son, but it also completely wrecked his business and the property surrounding it. And so in the midst of all of this suffering, as if it's not enough to lose your business, to lose your son, after that he loses his daughters, and only his wife survives. And she sends him this famous telegraph, and it says, "Saved alone." That's all she said, meaning that she was the only one to survive in this horrible, horrible crash in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. And so shortly after, he travels to meet his wife in Europe, and he writes this song called "It Is Well." And the words, you would think he wrote in a time where he was doing great, where his soul was completely at rest and at peace. But instead, when we look back upon it, we know that he wrote this song right after all of this loss and pain and suffering. And so it causes me to think, what causes someone to write these words in the midst of probably the worst time of his life, after such great loss and suffering? What causes him to write, "When peace like a river attendeth my way"? I mean, what kind of peace was he experiencing in the midst of that loss that caused him to write this? I think that it's only the peace that Christ offers each and every one of us. It's this power and this presence that he has in our life to influence us, to speak into our life, that even though things around us may be crumbling and falling apart, that we can actually feel peace, we can feel rest, we can feel joy even sometimes in the midst of our sorrow and in our pain. And so I want to sing for you just the first verse in this chorus of this song, because maybe right now you are feeling like peace is so far from you. It's definitely been ups and downs over here in our house of feeling peaceful and also feeling anxious and worried about the future. And so I'm with you in it. I know I know that it's hard. I know that it's difficult, and that each new day brings joy, and it also brings a challenge. And so I want to offer you a little bit of peace and a little bit of serenity for your soul today. Maybe you need to wait and listen to the song again. Maybe you need to put it into your iTunes, your Pandora, whatever you listen to music on. Maybe you need to put this into your daily routine. I know that for me, it's definitely been something that's been encouraging and been grounding in this time. And so here's the song, It Is Well. I hope it speaks to you and offers you some peace in the midst of this time right now. When peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrow like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, you have taught me to say, it is well, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul.